everyone, Big Pauly back for a brand new video, back for a brand new episode of What's in the Poundland bin. Yes, what are we going to pick out today? Knowing my luck, probably Ghostbusters 2016. Yes, anyway, let's dig down deep into the bin and have a look, see what we're going to pick out today. Maybe I'll pick out some face cream. Let's dig down deep. Hello, Poundland bin. Who the devil are you? Yes, I know, lockdown's nearly over. Don't worry. We'll soon go out and get some more for you. Anyway, shall we find out what's in the bin? Are you ready, folks? Poor little BB-8's antenna's falling off. Here we go, then. Oh, that was crap, wasn't it? Whoop. Oh, needs dusting underneath. Okie dokie, here we go. I've got something. Okie dokie. Oh, yes, baby. Okay, now I can tell it has a matte. I don't know who Matt is. Does anybody know who Matt is? It's got a matte slip cover. Feels like it's got some embossing on the front and on the slip cover, but the Blu-ray itself inside feels very plasticky. I have no idea what that is. Shall we have a look? Oh, okay, been wanting to watch this one for quite a while actually. Completely forgot it was in the Poundland bin. This might have been one of the ones that I recently bought back from the storeroom. A landmark cinematic experience not to be soon forgotten. Starring Christian Bale and Rosamund Pike. No peace without sacrifice. Hostiles. It looks like a western. If there's a man on a horse with a cowboy hat and there's an Indian in between them, it's probably a western. Wow. And then again, it looks like it's kind of like Spanish War or something. Oh, set in New Mexico in 1892. Oh, fantastic. Okay. Got to have a bit of Christian Bale. I've never seen it. Never seen Hostiles. And this was picked up from Poundland with a really nice slip with some nice embossing. Right, okie dokie, let's get it off its sleeve, get the plastic removed and get it in the player. Fantastic. Okay, so I've got it off its sleeve. Look, we've got some gold embossing or debossing. Look at that, gold foil. Really nice. Don't know what I'm whispering. Fantastic. Okie dokie, there we go. Let's have a look, see what we've got inside. Oh, one disc, yes. A little bit of artwork, but not that impressive. Oh. Get it. Nice clean disc. Oh, yes. Okie dokie. Right, to the player. Open your gob, player. Oh, need to dust. Need to dust. Need to dust. Oh, dear me. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. It's Kate. Hello, Kate. Okay, let's take that out. We need to carry on with some Lost. In you go, Hostiles. And zip, okie dokie. Yes, I know. It's old green face git features. Be more Yoda. Let's find out what load of old waffle he's going to tell us today. Okay, so it's time for Be More Yoda. Be more green. Yes, just like a green Blu-ray case. Okie dokie, so where are we today then? Okay, I have a bad feeling about this. Han said that. Listen to your instincts. Being afraid isn't always bad. If you find yourself trapped in a garbage compactor with a dinoga creature swimming around your feet, is that what they're called? Dinoga? I didn't know they were called dying ogres. Creatures swimming around your feet. Fear will compel you to... Oh, I've started this one out good, didn't I? Fear will compel you to figure a way out. And if you're suddenly pulled towards a moon-sized weapon of mass destruction, or me bending over, don't panic. Knock out a couple of stormtroopers, steal their armour and continue the mission. Bravery isn't the absence of fear. It's your constructive response to it. And if you have a problem there, just tell the walking carpet to get out your way. Fantastic. Okay, so that's this week's Be More Yoda. I don't exactly know how helpful that's going to be the next time I'm in CEX, but maybe I'll shoot a couple of stormtroopers. Anyway, let's get on with the movie. And yes, let's find out who's hostile and who's not. Why do you keep coming up with these stupid words? Let's put the movie on and get on with it. Okay, so movie is in, menu is on. Don't need to eat anything to munch on as I've just had my din-dins. Got a lovely hot cup of tea though. Oh, I think I do. There you go, lovely. Fantastic. Okay, let's press play and watch the film.
Short horse ride later.
Okay, so Hostiles, starring Christian Bale and Rosamund Pike, and also Wes Studi as well. So far as westerns go, there are a lot of westerns that I haven't seen. I haven't seen a lot of Clint Eastwood ones, a lot of well-known ones. I really didn't think Unforgiven was that good, although I'll probably need to rewatch it again. Maybe I was too young when I watched it. But Hostiles, I really enjoyed this. This was a great western. Not the Railway, the Great Western Railway. This was a great western, yes. It is a really great story. Basically, like I say, it stars Christian Bale there, who plays a soon-to-be retired army captain called Joseph Blocker, who's given this task of escorting an Indian prisoner, played by Wes Studi, and his family across the wastelands, rolling fields and mountains back to their tribal lands. Bale's character doesn't trust the Indians because, you know, a 20-year war, they've been at each other's throats. This is set in 1892. Each side has performed, you know, numerous atrocities over the years. But as they go on a journey across the landscapes, trust is built on both sides. Both sides start communicating with each other and understanding each other. But also on this journey, they are up against hostiles. Yes, another group of tribal Indian folk who don't care who they kill. They'll kill Americans, they'll kill their own kind. It's just savages. So they must work together on this journey and put aside any animosity and trust one another in order to get to where they need to go. On their way to the Indian tribal lands, they have to pick up a disgraced US soldier played by Ben Foster and ferry him back for trial and that. The opening 5 minutes really shocked me of this movie. I wasn't expecting anything like that. Kind of sets up a lot of the tone of the film. Quite brutal and heartbreaking of what happens in the first 5 minutes. And once this 5 minutes happens, it's totally got my attention for the rest of the film, because I want to know what happens to these characters, and I want to know what relation this characters at the beginning of the film actually have with, you know, Christian Bale and that. And one of the main characters, played by Rosamund Pike, is one of the characters from the first 5 minutes. And if you do read the back of the box, it actually tells you what happens in the first 5 minutes, which kind of spoils the first 5 minutes, because I found myself shouting at the screen of certain things that were happening in that first 5 minutes. So yeah, I wouldn't read the back of the box, because it actually gives what happens really away. The tone of the film is fantastic. It's not a fast-paced western, you know, cowboys and Indians shooting each other all over the place. Although there is quite a bit of bow and arrows and gunfights and things like that, but not to the extent of many old, like, 60s and 70s westerns. It's a slow burn western. It's a journey of exploration and a journey of the soul and how these people all communicate to each other. So yeah, a truly great western. Just about 2 hours, just under 2 hours and 15 minutes, which is quite a long one for a western. Totally had me gripped from the start. Never got bored, even through the slow moments. Really into the character dialogue. I was invested in these characters. I actually cared about these characters. Even the characters that only had a small amount of screen time interested me. The cinematography on this film was amazing. As I say, rolling fields, rolling hills, rivers, mountain peaks, forests, absolutely fantastic. What also was fantastic was the picture quality. It was so crisp, so clear, and no grain, vibrant colours. There were actually times I thought I was watching a 4K transfer. The picture quality was that good. I think maybe having a 4K Blu-ray player, I'm using the Blu-ray, upscaling it slightly, benefited the picture quality dramatically. So my advice is, even if you are not into 4K, get yourself a 4K Blu-ray player, because it would enhance the picture quality of a standard Blu-ray and probably a DVD as well. Now the sound quality. The sound was DTS HD Master Audio 5.1, which did upscale it to Neuro X, kind of like a weaker sibling of DTS X. The sound was fantastic. Everything from gunshots, really loud gunshots, to the thunderous roar of thunder and lightning pushing through the subwoofer, vibrating the windows, and it just felt all above really great. That when they were travelling through, like, the forests, you've got insects buzzing everywhere. One scene that really did impress me was when they had a monsoon, a rainstorm, and it felt like the rain was literally hitting the roof above me. This is just a 5.1 DTS soundtrack. It's not a true DTS-X or Dolby Atmos soundtrack, but it really pushed the sound. One of the most impressive soundtracks that I've had from just a bog standard DTS, you know, HD soundtrack. So really impressed with the sound on this. There are some special features, including A Journey of the Soul, The Making of Hostiles, Part 1, Provenance, Part 2, Removing the Binds, and Part 3, Don't Look Back. So I'm not sure how long they last, but you've got some special features, which is really good. It does say Region Locked B on the back. Yeah, this was a really great Western. Probably one of the best Westerns I've seen in a long time. I can't believe this was £2 in Poundland. As for the acting, Wes Studi was fantastic as the Indian chief, being escorted across these lands. I always enjoy watching films with Wes Studi in. He brings a lot of heart and a lot of soul to his characters. Rosamund Pike was fantastic. Probably the best I've ever seen her in a film. And Christian Bale, he just knocks it out of the ballpark, doesn't he? Stephen Langdon was also... Stephen Lang from Avatar was also in it. But yeah, Christian Bale was absolutely fantastic. Whenever Christian Bale gets his hands on a role, he invests himself right in it. And does the best job he possibly can. I need to watch American Psycho. I have never seen American Psycho, but I keep hearing people raving about it. Yeah, I need to get my hands on American Psycho and see what all the fuss is about. But as for Hostiles, this really great Western, absolutely fantastic. With a slipcover, with some gold foil and slight debossing and special features for £2. £2. Fantastic. So how would I rate Hostiles on a scale of 1 to 10? I would give Hostiles 8.5 galloping horses. Yes, really enjoyed it right from the start. Never bored me. One of the best westerns I've ever seen. Okay, so what am I going to do with Hostiles on Blu-ray? Is it going up on the shelf or is it going in the recycling bin? Definitely going on the shelf. Yep, I will definitely watch that one again. Absolutely fantastic, and that adds to my ever-increasing Christian Bale series. So, hope you enjoyed this week's episode of What's in the Poundland Bin. I wonder if we can pick out a really great film next week as well. Or will we just pick out Ghostbusters 2016? Fantastic. Okay, so hope you enjoyed the video. Like it by giving it some thumbs up. Go and brush Boris's hair. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share, and I shall see you all on the next video. Bye!